Media volume. Yo, all right, go in there and check me. All right. No, so I went on Podbean first. I'm about to do YouTube and shit now. You should. You can't. Yeah. I just got music playing for right now. So we. So like. No, I'm about to. I'm about to do music too.
Years ago they had the A&R man to tell you what to play, how to play, whether it's disco rock.
Yeah. You should be able to just stay here through the browser. All right, hold on.
I run shit, but this ain't no race. Whole time you lied, I was looking at your face. Whole time you cried, I forgot about my place. You was trying to bite my hand like I forgot about my plate. They stole my soul, still they run with that shit. I let them rock, go have fun with that shit. If there's money on your head, you better leave it there. There's something scary coming, you should be aware. Nah, recognize me by the logo. Ain't no promo, so please don't take no photos. This a two-door, but I've been riding solo. And I know you want me there, but I can't go though. Drop a couple tracks and now they in the chokehold. I don't fuck around, so I don't talk to Popo. Head tap if he's a body moving slow-mo. When he asks me how I'm feeling, I say so-so.
Yeah, hold on.
So-so. And now I hit your llama, girl, you know how I'm feeling. So-so.
All right, yeah.
And you know that you're mine, it don't matter what we deal with.
So.
Walking through the rain, got me feeling lonely. You can take that blame, come and put it on me.
All right, yeah, go in there and say.
I can show you how to flip 100 racks. Walk inside my label like I'ma need 100 plaques. And I don't care about how you feel, boy. You not in the field, boy. You and I no running back. This my track, my fuck around, start running laps. I don't sidetrack, so tell them we ain't gon' run it back. Responsibility, y'all niggas don't take none of that. You ever cross me, I'ma put one on your fucking back. You be on your knees like with a floor at. Knees be on the.
You can hear me? On Autumn Jones. You want me hang up or press mute? It don't say I'm on live. I'll say live in. Yeah, say wait, hold on. Probably because I'm multi-streaming. Wait a minute, let me send you the direct link. Let me go to my YouTube. Yeah. So, there we go. Yeah, no, I don't Oh, it's not that. It did it wrong. Hold on. All right, wait, it say keep streaming. So it says live. It say you are live and the fuck. If you don't see it, no, I probably did. I ain't never changed my channel name on YouTube. I don't think. Hold on. All right, let me end this. Yeah, something. I must ain't do that shit right. I sent it from my other phone. No, I'm talking about I couldn't have just did my stream the right way. 'Cause it's not making no sense. All right, hold on. Go live. Yeah, that's fine. All right.
In the studio, we did it. Yeah, of course. So we hope you enjoy listening to this album. We enjoy playing it. But we had a ball. Real music's gonna last. All that other bullshit, they ain't going tomorrow.
Probably because I didn't choose a joint for Twitch. I don't know. YouTube. All right, hold on.
Yeah. After hours at El Molino, Soto, the contract like 91 Dan Marino. I swear this guy Michael Rapino's boosting my ego.
That part.
Only focus is far from the time to rest now. Debates growing about who they think is the best now. Took a while, got the jokers out of the deck now. I'm holding all the cards and niggas wanna play chess now. I hear you talking, say it twice so I know you meant it. Fuck it, I don't even pretend it, they should know what's in it.
All right, check it now.
Real name, no gimmicks, no game, no scrimmage. I ain't playing with you niggas at all. My classmates, they went on to be chartered accountants or work with their parents. But thinking back on how they treated me, my high school reunion might be working their parents. Make everybody have to go through security clearance. Tables turn, bridges burn.
Oh no, YouTube, I'm about to share it with you. Hold on.
Word to my nigga Herb.
Word to my nigga Herb.
Shit just started clicking, dog. You know it's real when you are who you think you
Well,
are.
Cream. $100 bill, y'all.
I had Benzes for you had braces.
No, I'm off. It's on Facebook. I think it's multi-streaming. Hold on. Let me see if I'm on Kick.
Yellow diamonds in my Jesus.
That part.
I just might learn to speak Mandarin. Japanese, but again,
what you
I'm
say?
handling. International hoe, that's my handle. My Saint Chong gone, light a candle.
That part.
El Gran Santo on the mantle. In case y'all didn't know, I speak Spanish too. Shout out the worldwide West.
Okay.
Everywhere we go, we leave a worldwide mess. Yes, still rock life familiar. Says a lot about you if you're not feeling us. The homie said, "Ho, it ain't many of us." I told him less is more, niggas, plenty of us.
Less is more, and there's plenty of us. Get that. Money, money. Dollar bill, y'all.
Cake. 500 million, I got a pound cake.
That part.
Niggas is frontin', that's upside down cake. Get them a red nose, they clown. Should've never let you round cake.
Okay.
Look at my neck, I got a carrot cake. Now here's the icing on the cake. Cake. I'm just getting started. Oh yeah, we got it, bitch. I done made more millionaires.
What up?
I did.
Alright, they coming to fucking. Y'all know what the vibes is.
Ye made millions, just made
Okay.
millions. We all made millions, Cam made millions. Millions to tell you if he wasn't in his feelings.
Hop in them checks, they the fuck
in my
open.
bag. My eyes bloodshot, but my jet don't
If I got this headset on, I'm back in my fucking bag. Y'all already know what it is.
Airbag just in case we crash. Last night was mad trail.
Okay.
Fresh out of ab, Jesus rather will.
Jesus, take the fucking wheel. Like, I should already know what the vibes is today. Like, for real. Alright, I'm waiting for some sound checks. Sound fucking good. Alright, that's all I need to fucking hear. Know what I'm saying? That's all I needed to hear. Who gonna lead us? Who gonna lead us tonight? No. Okay. Drake be popping his shit, even though he popping right now for all the wrong reasons. But he still be popping his shit. I can't hate him.
Like I should be way more nervous and not dismissive. Like I should be on my best behavior and not talk my shit if you a major like the niggas who paid away for us.
Shit.
Like I
got
didn't
way
study
too
the
many
game,
goddamn,
but I let her understand that I'm not doing it the same and I'm doing it better. Like
my
I didn't
fucking,
make that clearer this year. Like I should feel I'm guilty for saying it. They should put a couple more mirrors in here so I can stare at myself.
I got way too
These are
many
usually just thoughts that I would share with myself, but I thought fuck it, it's worth it to share
too
with
many
someone
keyboards.
else.
I just been using the fuck out of my
I text
stuff.
her from time to time. She a mom now. I guess sometimes life.
But we gonna lead in with Drake tonight. You know why? Because I be having to listen to Drake sometimes to like level a bitch the fuck out. That shit be having me like, bitch. Y'all already know what it is. Tap the fucking. If y'all right here, y'all know we finna be here at least for like hour, maybe two, and maybe three. Who fucking knows at this motherfucking point?
Used to be in Silver City, Indigo.
Used to be at Silver City.
Playing dominoes.
Know what I'm saying? TikTok back. TikTok don't be trying to let me smoke when it's going though. Oh my god, time for TikTok. TikTok is fucking wrong.
All the love I need is at the rodeo.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Listen.
All the girls I know. Switch to turbo.
Okay. Who knows where the fuck I end up with this shit get old?
Last table left in carbone, calling plays on.
That's what I'm saying.
I take a glass of Domi now and go home. Might move my annual shit to the dome.
I wasn't even blocked beforehand.
See what I'm on.
Fuck it. I'm saying ducked a lot of spiteful moves. That part.
Outside of myself that I just never knew. I probably self-destruct if I ever lose, but I never do.
I ain't never self-destructive. Fuck out of here.
Wanna do the beat, now open up like a double click.
Listen.
More blessings because I'm generous.
More fucking blessings.
For like 10 of us.
Like, you know, I'm finna let that shit be in the background for right now. Like, cause we about to get started. I've been playing around on this joint, but since the sound is good everywhere, let's get this shit popping. Now, we episode 2, season 2 of the motherfucking year. Like, we actually did good last year. You know what I'm saying? I started May. I started playing in May. Had about a good almost 300 downloads. You know, I be liking to talk about that shit that don't nobody care to talk about. But guess what? Somebody gotta talk about it. Like, you know, they always say what Drake be saying. Like, come on. These motherfuckers don't be wanting the best for nobody but themselves. Remember that shit. But anyways, child, he be putting me in my bag, but we gonna put on some good background music. But you know, thank you for entering the room. If you want Appreciate it. Y'all Vigo, y'all getting a little free peep show. But you know, we pie tonight, so it's cool. I don't even really care. But follow the handle. I changed a lot of the handles because I lost some pages. I explained that to y'all last time, like, you know, on the start of the season. Um, my YouTube is like the main channel. YouTube, I ain't really take no hits or nothing. So it's still talk time with the Don Nelly on YouTube.
I'm
The
about to jump
website
up
changed.
shit,
I think I
man.
turned the
Slow.
website into, let me see, so I could give y'all
Let me see.
the correct
Come on,
John.
bum ass nigga. Come on. Come on. Smack him.
I'm fucking hollering. Um, the website is, let me see, because it was the website is UnicornDonNelly or talk. It's one of them. Hold on, I'm gonna tell y'all. I should have had this shit, but I done changed so many of my fucking handles because I done lost pages. So I don't know these Jones by heart, but you know what? Listen, when you pod, you could trial and error. Who gives a shit? You don't like it? Don't show the fuck up. That's just what it is. So it's cool. But the website is Night Talks with the Don online. Now that got changed. That's also the same handle as the Instagram. The Instagram is now Night Talks podcast with the Don. It's something like that. All that shit is connected. Anywho, you're trying to figure out where a bitch is posted at, go to goddamn YouTube. YouTube is still Talk Time with the Don Nelly. Now, we are here today. Today, we are season 2, episode 2. Now, season 2, episode 2 is navigating the double standards in family dynamics with, like, in a family where there's no dynamics. That's episode 2. Now, you know, if you hear, we like the hashtags for tonight, we're going to start doing that because learned it from TikTok. Think y'all gotta thank the man that brought TikTok back because he acts like me in a sense. Like ain't nobody motherfucking cojones is bigger than mine, okay? So if I said what I said, he said, "Yeah, I'm about to time all you motherfuckers out," and he took it away. He had to show us his cojones was grinding. That was it. I was cool with that because sometimes you gotta let a motherfucker know you got the big dick. So it is what it is. What up? Thank you for entering the room. Thank you for the room. Appreciate you for showing up. But the hashtags for tonight is double standards. Hashtag individuals in custody battles like this. Now, in this episode, we're pretty much going to talk about dynamics, like fucked up dynamics and like, you know, during nasty ass custody battles. Now, anybody who follows my social media page, for the most part, y'all know, I pretty much had court on the 13th. When I had court on the 13th, I basically like during court was pretty emotional for me, and I'm gonna tell y'all why court was pretty emotional for me. Before we even get into the topics, we'll just go into like basically the backstory because it's new people here. If you're new here, you pretty much don't like you probably won't know if I just jump into the story. But excuse me, it was pretty emotional for me because for the most part when you're in a relationship with somebody or you're married to somebody, even when things don't work out, for me, you still look for people to have what? Respect for one another. Like that's why it was like at no time frame, even like after the infidelity or anything like that, I still was willing to keep it to where as though like didn't nobody had to know what was going on. Quotes my husband's or my soon to be ex husband, his mom said when the demise began, let's use that word demise. Hashtag demise tonight. Let's put that up here. Hashtag demise. Hashtag demise. Now, what cooked me like throughout the entire time of the court. Like initially, like when his lawyer went in, like she initially, and y'all got to pay attention because if you pay attention, you'll see like why my attitude and like just like my stance on things is still the same. So when his lawyer came in, of course she came in. Oh, she's on Instagram. She posted sexy pictures on Instagram. She posted sexy pictures when her kids is in a room. She was online. She made this video talking about dad. Blah blah blah. What else she said? Her kids don't go to school. Da da da. Now, granted, when you're going through a custody battle, right? Okay, when you're going through a custody battle, of course you're supposed to make the other party look bad. However, that's if you could back that shit the fuck up. So for me, like as she's going on and on, like of course I can't talk, I can't interrupt her. To me, she seemed like they found her down Kensington Avenue. That's just my opinion because when you go to court, you're supposed to what? You're supposed to come in court with actual facts. Like you could sprinkle a lie in there here and there, but you're supposed to come to court with facts. So as she went on and on, mind y'all, I'm gonna grab this book. I'm gonna stop smoking for a second. I'm gonna grab this book because as she's stating her points, right, I'm writing everything down. So I'm writing everything down, and this is the backstory before we even get started. I'm writing it down as she's stating her points or whatever. So as she continued to state her points, I waited until she was fully done. The judge asked me to speak. This is why a lot of this shit don't be organized. It actually be fucking stupid. But again, you still just gotta go with what it is. It's just how shit is. It's just how the flow of things go when you're in custody court. So the first thing she said is wait a minute, because this was shit that I wrote. This was shit that I wrote. Okay, the first thing she said, like no, yeah, that was the shit with his mom. Okay, so this basically what it was. So first she ran down the whole entire thing about I take sexy photos like that in front of my kids. She was like my kids don't go to school. She was like she said I was online. She said I basically was online assaulting his mother. Nobody did anything to me. I kept my kids away from him for an entire 2 years for no reason. So she continued to say, not only do I not take my kids to school, basically like she tried to make it seem like I don't take my kids to the doctors, I don't do nothing for my kids. So for one, like when she like I'm writing it all down. So I said, well, for one, I homeschooled my kids for 2 fucking years before I even moved down to Texas. I said, so here's his attendance. Like I turned in his attendance from when he was homeschooling, and I also like turned in attendance from him being down here. So because I was writing it all down, the judge gonna say, oh, well, why would you write it down? Well, how the fuck am I supposed to know what points am I supposed to hit? Or if I'm not supposed to forget anything if I don't write these things down. So then I was like, second, you stated like she stated that like she was saying that it was the first thing with my kids not going to school. Then she said I take sexy photos in front of my kids. I said, well, for one, do you fuck in front of your kids? No, I don't even allow men to come in my home like when I'm just dating a guy. I can date like outside of the three niggas that I have kids with, three ninjas that I have kids with. Those are the only people that ever been around my children. Mind you, I got a 17-year-old, 14-year-old, I got an 11-year-old, I have a 7 and a 5-year-old, and I have a 1-year-old. The only men that's been around my kids is their fathers. That's it. Outside of that, if I'm on some single shit, I play outside. What the fuck is the purpose of like, and on some real shit, like for me to be 35, I don't even have a high body count. Like I'm not in triple digits or none of that shit. But when I am outside being the fuck grown, I don't bring that type of environment around my kids. That's for one. For two, not only do I not bring that type of environment around my kids, if I just graduated college with fucking honors, why the fuck would I keep my kids home from school? Now, mind y'all, put a pin in this. I want y'all to put a pin in this. Because when they said the thing about kids not going to school, it dinged a different bell in my head at that very moment. But put a bell in the kids not going to school. His lawyer said someone from Texas called him. So I said, if someone from Texas called you and said my kids don't go to school, what's the someone from Texas? Like, that your kids is not even allowed to miss 3 days from school down here with it being excused if you're without you not being placed in truancy court. So who the fuck called you and told you my kids was not going to school? Because that's a bold-faced motherfucking lie. But okay, come on, let's continue to go on. So when she like as I'm addressing everything, I literally was like after I said, well, who don't got sexy photos online? So the judge was like, well, I don't have sexy photos online. So my whole thing is, there's an age difference. No disrespect to the judge, but if I'm up in age, if I'm fucking 60, 50, 70, of course you're not supposed to have sexy photos online. However, I'm 35 years old. So I was like, okay, that's you, with all due respect, not going to disrespect her because of course she's a fucking judge. So I kind of just left it as that. But then I was like, at the end of the day, I said my kids aren't safe around him. So of course, then she wanted to go into why I felt like my kids weren't safe around him. So now, since we have the person that I have 2 children with in court, you're lying about why we're here. Now you could say, oh, she didn't allow me to see my kids. Oh, this, oh, that. His mom then got up and testified. His dad then got up and testified. Now, mind you, I'm jumping to keep up because I'm always going to go back. When his dad, no, first his mom, no, his dad went. Now I didn't have no issues with his dad until tonight. Am I going to hold it against him? I'm going to try my hardest. My motherfucking Bible is right here. I've been fucking attending Bible studies. I'm going to try my hardest not to judge and not to fucking hold it against him. But I have a problem with fucking ignorance. But I'm going to get into that too. But right then at that court case, the court hearing, December? What was that? Fucking January the 13th. I did not have no problem with his dad. His dad was like, oh, Chanel just stopped bringing the kids around. She just stopped letting us get them. Da da da. Now my thing to the judge was, there's no way. Everything was peaches and cream. People don't just switch up for no fucking reason. If a mom or a dad switch up or change the dynamics of things, something had to happen. People don't just remove their kids from people. People don't just stop the flow and how things go without there being some form of a drastic change to had changed it. So as she's continued to go on, like his mom goes and takes the stand, and his mom was like, she didn't have a problem with me. So when she said this, I'm looking at her because, bitch, not only did, like, because at the end of the day, and this is why, like, I don't have no respect for this lady. The judge turned off the motherfucking mics. She turned everything off. She said, I want y'all to just talk. Because it seemed like there's a lot of build up, like anger and animosity. Now, one thing about me, I read energy. So I don't give a fuck how much his mom talking about she didn't have a problem with me. The bitch sat there, grind her motherfucking teeth. Mind y'all, she tried to talk shit about me to my motherfucking girlfriend. Didn't know that was my motherfucking girlfriend. And then when my girlfriend came in the room, my girlfriend was like, yeah, she was just trying to talk shit to me. She was like, yeah, you're beautiful. Chanel looks a mess. Bitch, when do I ever look a mess? Fucking never. I didn't even come at that bitch in that fucking corny ass, fucking fucked up ass wig she had in her motherfucking head. But like, you get what I'm saying? Because it'll be motherfuckers saying they ain't got no problems, but then talk about your looks. Bitch, I ain't talking about you sitting there grunting them fucking fucked up ass teeth. I ain't talking about your fucked up ass wig. I didn't talk about you. So to come in court trying to portray yourself as if you want to see somebody's motherfucking kids, you don't have an issue with them. But not only was you talking about me in the courthouse to a complete stranger you didn't even know knew me, like you talked about me online with somebody who said, and mind y'all, this somebody, y'all done heard me talking about Little Miss STD. Little Miss STD made a whole motherfucking video about spitting in my motherfucking kid's face with my kid's dad, still motherfucking husband, all that shit. So when that shit got said, not only did I file police reports, send him a motherfucking message, all that shit. Cause I'm like, damn, this shit, like, I could argue with a bitch any day. I could argue with a bitch. I could argue with a nigga. I could argue with a nigga mom, all that shit. But when I seen it, my whole thing was, damn, nigga, you let this bitch make a video with you about what they gonna do to your kids. That was a new level of disrespect to me because it's like, damn, at the end of the day, fuck me and you. Fuck this bitch too. But you're gonna allow somebody who, like, these kids, you're in here, you're paying for a lawyer. Mind you, I ain't paying for no lawyer because do you really need a lawyer for custody? Yeah, no. Like at the end of the day, facts is facts at the end of the fucking day. Shit that could be proven, social media shit, fucking text messages, shit like that. All type shit like that could be proven. So I was not about to give no motherfucking lawyer no $2,500 to sit there and explain why the fuck I chose to protect the safety and welfare of my motherfucking kids. I wasn't gonna do that. I could do that shit by my motherfucking self. So I did. So as his as I'm sitting there, because his mom was like, yeah, well, Chanel said she was gonna slap me. So the judge was like, well, what did you say to Chanel for Chanel to say she gonna slap you? Mind you, she gonna say she didn't say nothing. Bitch, I got a whole fucking thread, bro. I turned in a whole fucking 30 pages of not just her motherfucking sister, all these grown ass old ass ladies. And when I say grown ass old ass ladies, these bitches in their late 50s and 60s talking mad shit about me with the same little dumbass little Miss STD, the dirty bitch with the dirty stripper bitch that was saying all this shit about their grandkids. Oh yeah, that's what else the fucking lady said. The lawyer bitch was like, oh yeah, and the DNA of her son is to be questioned. So I said, well, if the DNA of my son is to be questioned, why the fuck he didn't go take the DNA test that I paid $2,700 for? This is dumb to me. Why the fuck are we here for two fucking kids? Mind you, you pay child support for two fucking kids. Why the fuck are we here for two fucking kids? There's a DNA test that's paid for. Mind you, I read off the motherfucking numbers. I said the DNA test paid $2,700 for case number 3800579. Paid for it through the DDNC. Phone number 513-881-7806, extension 28 fucking 23. Bitch, he could go down there and take that shit right now. The results will be here in a motherfucking week. What I said, as a fucking grown ass woman, you're his fucking mom. Like if you wasn't here for the socials, because that's what old bitches like to say. Oh, I'm not here for the socials, but do everything for the motherfucking socials. If you were not here for the fucking socials, why the fuck then you just say, oh hey, mind you, the bitch had the nerve to say, oh, when the demise started, bitch, it wasn't no motherfucking demise. Your son went looking for some shit because he wanted to go out and cheat with the little dirty ass bitch that fucking burnt him. So when all the shit rolled out, she was originally on some shit like, oh, y'all need to talk about this. Y'all need to talk about this. My whole thing was, yeah, we could talk about it. We could do all that shit, but I made him go get a motherfucking blood test before we even moved forward. So because Chanel made the nigga go get the blood test and found out the nigga got fucking burnt, that's where the demise really fucking began there. But at the end of the fucking day, this is the same shit like I told the judge. She didn't stay in her fucking place. I wouldn't give a fuck what the fuck I said to her dirty dick ass son. As an old ass fucking lady who's sitting here talking about they didn't. What the fuck she say? Oh, she don't do the socials, bitch. You did because I argued with you. My siblings argued with you. My girlfriends argued with you and your raggedy ass motherfucking sister. Y'all like in y'all motherfucking 60s. I wouldn't give a fuck what I was saying to that nigga. If you so called was here for your motherfucking grandkids, why the fuck are you on a motherfucking social media thread going back and forth with me about me calling your son a dirty dick nigga? No, you place yourself in the middle of it, so fuck you too. And not even just that. His fucking mother was on a fucking social media thread with the same little stripper, little dirty bitch that said that they was going to spit in my motherfucking kid's face. From that point on, I was like, yeah, fuck out of here. Like his mama, I fucking too. Because at no fucking time frame, when I tell y'all, at my motherfucking platform, we on Kick, we on Instagram, we on motherfucking Twitch, we on fucking Trovo, we on YouTube, we on fucking Podbeam, and we on fucking Bigo. When I tell y'all, I don't give a fuck who I talk to, what nigga dick I was sucking, and none of that shit. It's been like I was like in a serious like situation with somebody, and like low key, they not even low key, high key, the nigga stopped talking to me because he was like, damn, what's up with your husband? There's no way you married like the nigga ghost you when y'all was pregnant and nothing happened. So I gave him the general consensus as in what fucking happened. But to him, he was like, yeah, you don't say, like basically because like I wasn't bad mouthing him enough for him. He basically couldn't trust me. The nigga was like, no, it's more to the story. And I was like, I mean, it ain't really more to the story. It just is what it is. But me as a motherfucking mother, I don't give a fuck if the nigga went out and the nigga could have court fucking, the nigga already court fucking herpes and motherfucking he could say whatever the fuck he want to say. The nigga had a preliminary fucking positive for a HIV test. Like his lawyer even had the fucking nerve to say, oh, I got fired from my job but for a HIPAA violation. Bitch, that type shit can be proven. No, the fuck I didn't. I never got fucking fired. I did not give them a date to fucking return. Mind you, I just got a fucking paycheck from my motherfucking job. it fucking what was this? Christmas Eve. I never gave them a date to return back because I was down here. For a minute, I was going to go back and forth and I was going to fucking PRN the situation, but I chose not to because I was like, what the fuck? I'm coming back and forth to Philly. I ain't never going back to Philly. But what the fuck do this shit say? This shit say, we understand you were released to return to work, but your return to work date is actually unknown. We're writing this to inform that after careful consideration, Children's Hospital of Philadelphia determined that without us having an exact date, your last day of work was December 13, 2024. Then my last payday, it got all this shit on here. So for a motherfucking lawyer to fuck, where the fuck is my camera thing at so I could turn it the fuck off so y'all can see. For her to actually state inside of the motherfucking like inside of custody court, bitch, you should have some motherfucking proof of something before you just out here being chatty, running your motherfucking mouth about shit you don't know what the fuck you running your mouth about, ho. But what the fuck do this shit say? This shit clearly says I did not give them a return to fuck the work date. So with me not giving them a return to work date, did I get my last fucking paycheck? Yeah, I got my last fucking paycheck. Bitch, I've been getting paid this whole motherfucking year. Like, I get a lot of money and fucking child support and shit, but at the end of the day, I still was getting my motherfucking coins too. So before a motherfucker go out there and say, oh yeah, she got fired for fucking violation of HIPAA, it's not a violation of HIPAA when I'm married to the nigga still and my charts is together and the nigga went out and burnt his dick. I can speak on whatever the fuck I want to speak on because my chart is the fuck connected to his, dickhead. Now record this shit. Then after like she's saying all this shit, like I'm like, I'm just hitting it off because I'm like, you gotta make shit make sense. And that's one thing that I have a problem with. I have a problem with motherfuckers is just being chatty and talking, and they don't know what the fuck they being chatty and talking the fuck about. I say at the end of the day, him not being around his kids, something had to happen. Y'all want to sit in here and y'all want to make it out like the nigga's a poster nigga. No, the nigga's a drunk. Not only is the nigga fucking drunk, the nigga left his fucking gun and my son shot his fucking gun. Oh, I don't recall it. Okay, so if you don't recall, how about I get the motherfucking police reports and that can recall it? So at this point, then the judge turns the fucking cameras, like she turns the mics and stuff off because now she wants us to talk. But my whole thing is as we're going back and forth, we're going back and forth, but I'm still turning in like evidence and shit because at the end of the day, shit don't switch up because of nothing. Like I wouldn't like it's like when I'm sitting here and I'm going back and forth with my kids and I'm like, yeah, who did this? Who did that? Nobody is taking nothing for an answer. Oh mom, nothing happened, but my table is broke. If we're not taking nothing as fucking parents, why the fuck would a judge sit there and say, oh yeah, nothing happened. She just stopped bringing her kids the fuck around. No, like I told the judge, my kid's safety is the fuck at risk. Not only is he a fucking drunk and he was leaving his fucking guns the fuck out. At the end of the day, was that something to plaster? No. I came online plenty of times and I talked about how he went out and fucked the fucking stripper and got burned. But I never not one time talked about how much of a drunk he is, how much he was fucking leaving guns laying around my motherfucking house and my kids was damn near fucking shooting themselves. I never talked about how the nigga was begging and pleading for me not to fucking press charges and tell nobody. Mind you, he said something to his mom about it because he kept on getting belligerently drunk and leaving his fucking gun around. And his mom was like, oh, well, if the cops didn't say nothing, they didn't say nothing. Mind y'all, the nigga got drunk one time, kicked my door to fucking, it's police reports for all this shit too. Kicked my doors and this nigga lost his guns. I don't know what the fuck the nigga did with his guns, but he got mad because he wanted the cops to arrest me, put me to fucking jail because he was drunk, couldn't find his fucking guns. I said, Mr. Officer, that he don't live here. I understand we're married and all that shit, but he don't live here. He lives with his mom. He's drunk. His mom put him out. This is why he's at my door. I was at work. When I was living in Philly, I worked overnight. I would work overnight. I would go to work at 8 on I would work on the weekends. So I would go to work 8 on the weekend. So it'll be like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I'll work to 7 in the morning. But at the end of the fucking day, this is everything that his fucking lawyer said. So as I'm combating it all, of course his family gonna come in here and like, oh no, I never seen him drunk. Oh no, he would never leave his guns out. If he would never leave his guns out, where's his guns? If he would never leave his guns out and he's just his poster person, if he reported his guns the correct way and how he was supposed to do it, and I had something to do with his motherfucking guns being lost. I lost my gun license when I was going back and forth with the motherfucking dumbass hood bookies. You know why? Because them bitches told the cops I was outside trying to shoot them. Whole time I was in Chicago. How in the fuck did I get my motherfucking gun license back if I had something to do with your guns being lost? They asked him for the fucking paperwork for his guns. They asked him for all of this shit, and he cannot produce it. So if you can't produce if you can't properly file your guns being lost or stolen or anything like that, how the fuck can you go to a fucking police station and be like, yeah, she took them? Everybody would be the fuck in jail if that's how shit was working out here. So no, fuck out of here. So like when he said it, I said, oh yeah, I'll make sure I get the fucking police reports because I ain't had shit to do with him losing his fucking guns. That nigga showed up to my motherfucking house belligerently drunk, kicked my fucking door in on some bullshit. So I said, no, at the end of the day, like, fuck out of here. I'm like, this nigga just did way too much. So as the whole entire thing going on, of course, like, you know, everybody jumping back and forth. Jumping back to when the judge turned off the mics and stuff, because she turned off the mics for like a whole fucking damn near hour and let us talk. Like, and I got so fucking emotional. I'm crying because it's like, bro, she's allowing us to freely talk. You still gonna stand here and talk about, oh, that didn't happen, bitch, you was right there. So now automatically I see, bitch, you're a liar. So now the fact that you're sitting here, you're not being accountable for shit you do. She gonna tell me something, I'm not accountable. I said, bitch, I did say I was gonna slap you in your face when the fuck I saw you, because bitch, you're a fucking op. And at the end of the day, why did I call this lady a fucking op and she's 50 something years old? Any given time, you allow a bitch to come on your motherfucking social media thread talking about their motherfucking mother, and not only did she allow the bitch to come on her fucking social media thread talking the fuck about me, bitch, just the same way as y'all come on my motherfucking page and y'all seen what the fuck I was posting about the bitch, y'all seen what the fuck I was posting about y'all also seen this bitch made a whole video about spitting in my motherfucking kid's face, and his mom didn't do nothing. Oh, daughter-in-law, I'm so sorry you have to go through this. People are mentally unstable. Bitch, what the fuck is mentally the fuck unstable the fuck about me? I seen some shit I didn't like it. I spoke on it. Your son is a dirty dick nigga. You sitting here, you want to talk about me posting soft ass fucking sexy photos online, and your son is dating a stripper that fucks and sucks dick in a motherfucking VIP room every day. No, bitch is giving a double standard. That's why that's the motherfucking title on my motherfucking pod tonight. Navigating through double standards in families where there's no motherfucking dynamics. So yeah, I said I was going to slap that bitch because at the end of the motherfucking day, bitch, like what level of fucking common or makes sense is we at? Where we at with it? I don't understand where the fuck we at with a motherfucking thing, because bitch, you sat in front of this motherfucking judge trying to make it out like me posting sexy ass photos. Mind you, I ain't posting no motherfucking photos. Mind you, the bitch, this nigga allowed this bitch to post my motherfucking nudes. Nudes, mind you, I post, like, listen, I be butterball ass naked on my motherfucking OF. Anybody that follow my OF, you know I ain't on my OF fucking no niggas or none of that shit. I sit butterball naked in the nude. Photos that I only gave my motherfucking husband. This nigga gave it to the bitch, the stripper bitch, the bitch that sucks dick in a motherfucking red room. He gave it to her, and she's sending it out to people. Mind you, I don't give a fuck. Like, I got a pretty ass motherfucking vagina, so when she got to sending this shit the fuck out, and motherfuckers like, yo, why little Miss STD sending out your videos? I'm like your photos and shit. I'm cracking the fuck up. I straight called the cops and made a fucking police report and shit down here. They was like, yo, you could press charges down here, but it'll work faster if you go do it in Philly. But that's called revenge porn. Did you authorize her to post your videos or sending your videos out? No. So when I mentioned it, I said something when we was in custody court. He was like, oh, she posts her own stuff. Bitch, I post my own shit, but I know for a fact I didn't post that one. Like, what the fuck, bitch? I ain't no motherfucking drunk like you, bitch. Everything that I do has a digital fucking footprint, dickhead. Everything I do. Everything, like, the bitch had the nerve to say, oh, she made a video with her son on YouTube and on Facebook, and she was talking about what she allows in front of her kids, and I had the video, I can authenticate it. I said, bitch, the video is still on my motherfucking YouTube. I can authenticate it, dumbass. The fuck is you talking about? Anything I fucking do online, whether if it's me on my motherfucking OF, me posting a sexy motherfucking photo, me posting whatever the fuck it is, bitch, I can stand on it because my digital footprint is the fuck connected to it. So when a bitch was sitting there trying to act as if She don't know what the fuck got said. Oh, I don't recall because I don't do the social media thing. From that point on, I said, yeah, bitch, I don't respect nothing from you. I don't respect you. I would never fucking respect you because at the end of the day, you had a chance to be a decent person. And I talk a lot about being a decent human. I've been reading this book called The Laws of Human Nature for the past 2 months. Like I've been like it was like I started off reading it, then I started listening to the audible of it, but on some real shit is long as hell. It's probably like let me see. Let me go to my audibles. It's really a good read because I'm trying to tell you a lot of times, if it wasn't for me doing Bible study, just trying to fucking humble myself throughout, like just listen to the word of fucking God, it was this book. Now the book is called The Laws of Human Nature. So altogether, the book was about 50 hours. I got about 10 hours and 31 minutes left of the book. But the book tells you, and it basically trains your mind in how to deal with fucked up ass people like his mom. So as we in court, like, the judge was basically trying to get me to see past the fucked up shit she was doing. But my whole thing is like, no, that was their whole motherfucking defense. Their whole defense was to come the fuck up in this motherfucking bitch and talk about what the fuck I do online. Now, mind y'all, what did I tell y'all to do? I told y'all to put a pin in kids not going to school, right? So as shit, hold up, try to make sure this shit didn't cut off. So as we're sitting there and we going through everything, like I said, initially I didn't have nothing bad to say about the dad. So it was like after she listened to the testimonies of everybody, so then it was like, okay, now it was like she just was basically like, all right, I want y'all to do counseling and I want y'all to do co-parenting classes, right? Now like that was the backstory. That was the backstory, right? So as she asked us to do those things or whatever, is laid out. Hold up, let me get it. It's laid out inside of our custody arrangement until we go back to court. Now, mind y'all, inside of the custody arrangement, originally she was only going to give my husband slash soon to be ex-husband, baby father, she was only going to give him once a week of a virtual visit. So I said, well, I don't mind doing every day. I mean, he hasn't seen the kids behind his actions. And mind you, my biggest motherfucking stance was the fact that, like, to allow someone to say they're going to cause harm to your kids, I wouldn't give a fuck. And first and foremost, it's harm when when I normally know this bitch got motherfucking herpes and she talking about spitting my motherfucking kids. I normally know what the fuck is on my chart and what meds he's supposed to be the fuck on. And you sitting here on the bitch lap, like the bitch is on your lap. And you sitting there allowing a bitch to say what she's going to do to your kids. A bitch could talk about me all day and forever. But the moment a bitch gets to talking about my motherfucking 6 kids and my motherfucking 3 baby dads and 2 of my 6 kids belong to him and I got 2 and 2, like at the end of the day, like I said, bitch, you had some kids if your pussy work. If your pussy worked and a nigga gave a fuck about you, bitch, you had some kids. But the fact that your pussy don't work, that's why you ain't got no motherfucking kids. A bitch was in love and I was fucking and I was getting nutted in. That's why my kids is here. Vaginally was having them bitches. I ain't never had not one time have a motherfucking C-section. So again, when a bitch went online talking about my looks, talking about how I look, oh, bitch, you got a bad BBL, bitch, bad BBL, where, like, come on. The fuck where it's always a bitch that's a stripper that can't afford motherfucking work that want to talk about what somebody got that's motherfucking bad. No, bitch, just say you're a motherfucking hater. But for YouTube purposes, okay? Bad weird. I'm sorry. Sorry, not the fuck there, okay? Not. If you would have invested your motherfucking funds wisely, bitch, you'll look good too. But because you're a fucking occupational hazard, you can't get one. You know, them doctors don't be wanting to touch y'all once y'all go fucking infecting yourselves. But again, that, like, come on, like that's why I said, like, like at the end of the day, when it boiled down to, I never gave a fuck about a bitch talking about my motherfucking looks because, bitch, listen, no, you will never catch a bad bitch talking about me because they always with me. If I'm always with a bad bitch. I could be with a bad bitch. I could be fucking a bad bitch, whatever. But at the end of the motherfucking day, you'll never catch one saying, oh, yeah, no, ugly this, no, ugly that, blah, blah, blah. Like, no, bitch. And at the end of the day, had she would have just been the dirty ass stripper in the background rather than trying to throw sneak jabs, this is what I be hating about motherfuckers. And it's the same shit like with his mom. This is why I said I would never respect the bitch. For the most part, dad stayed out of it. But the bitch was throwing fucking jabs at me since fucking September. I didn't even peep shit until motherfuckers started sending it to me. Mind y'all, I been had sent the cut. This was the games though. Let me tell y'all this. I told y'all put a pin in the whole shit. My kids don't go to school. Back fucking May, I went to Jamaica for my birthday, May of 23. So when I went to Jamaica, somebody called DHS on me when I went to Jamaica. Now, mind you, when somebody called DHS on me, I didn't know who the fuck it was because the fuck I was in Jamaica. My kids at the time frame, my kids was in Catholic school still. So when my kids was in school or whatever, my daughter's dad and my dad was like constantly coming over. Mind you, at the time frame, I think Kyrie ass was coming to fuck over too. I think he would like stop past to make sure the kids was cool or whatever. But when DHS got called on me, I instantly blamed like an old friend of mine. And mind you, me and her talk now. We pretty settled now, or whatever. But I instantly blamed her because at the time frame, she and I wasn't talking. So I'm like, damn, to make up some shit about my kids not going to school is fucking crazy. Now, at that time frame when it wasn't really too much that got reported other than, oh, I'm in Jamaica, I left my kids home by themselves to be in Jamaica with another nigga. Mind you, I went to Jamaica by myself. That year my best friend mom died the week right before we went to court. Mind you, to be pregnant, to have got abandoned, why the fuck you was pregnant, your nigga done cheated on you with a fucking stripper bitch, got burnt, like the nigga flat out stopped helping me financially, was not helping me the fuck at all. I didn't get no help financially from the nigga until the fuck I took him to court after I had my fucking son. So when I tell y'all, like literally, like I was like, bro, I'm going by myself. Like I love my best friend to death, but I still needed a fucking vacation. So when I'm there, I gets off the rafts. Now everybody know those popular rafts that everybody go to. I'm on the fucking rafts. And as I gets off the rafts, my phone is ringing. And the whole entire time, my phone wasn't even fucking working when I was in fucking Jamaica. So when I gets off the rafts and this fucking lady is calling me off the rip, I start blacking the fuck out. I'm like, bitch, not going to school. Ain't you a motherfucking city worker hoe? If you don't go fucking pull they motherfucking records, bitch, go to the archdiocese. You don't fucking need me. If your main concerns is I left my kids by the motherfucking selves, they not going to fuck the school, like they got abandoned, I'm in another country, blah, 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 what the fuck ever. If that's your concerns, if somebody told you that shit, bitch, go do whatever the fuck it is you need to do. You don't need me. You a fucking city worker, bitch. So as I'm snapping on this lady, I'm giving her business. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. She ended up calling me back as I because I eventually calmed down because she had talked to my dad. So when I had calmed down, she called me and she was like, yeah, I had to take a puff. When she had called me, she was like, I know you're about, you're about 7 months pregnant. She was like, I didn't want to continue to talk about it at that moment because I realized you were like extremely pissed off and I didn't want to continue to piss you off. But she was like, I don't really believe it. She was like, I checked the kids' attendance before I even called you. She said, legally it's my job to inform you of what got said in the complaint. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So I'm listening to her. So she ended up asking me like, when was I coming back? So I told her, like, I think me and her had talked. I think my birthday was like Tuesday. So I was like, I'll be back Thursday or whatever. So she was like, I'll just come back to your house on Thursday. And she was like, we'll just sign off on the papers for me to close out the case. So she needed like my kids' doctor's appointments and shit. So of course I forwarded that shit to her because again, it's on my kids' my chart. I'm preaching at my church shit. My kids got they my chart and the shit is on my phone. Now mind you, as she closing it out, Kyrie is actually at my house, but it didn't dwell on me until I'm in court. And you know how you sit and like shit get said? I'm in court. And when his lawyer said my son wasn't going to school, I'm like, bro, I got fucking like it's five of my kids down here. One of my daughters is still with their dad in Philly. So I'm like, make it make sense. If one like in Texas, they don't play that shit. Your kids can't miss no motherfucking school. After 3 days of them not going to school, they tell you like, after 3 days of an absence, whether if it's excused or not, you'll be insurance support. So when she said it, I'm glad I already was on my shit to bring their attendance, but it dwelled on me. I said, yo, this was the nigga. He was the one who called DHS because, mind you, the whole entire time the shit is getting closed out. He's getting mad. Now, mind y'all, I told y'all to put a fucking pin in it. When I got back home, my son's phone was broken. I don't know what happened to my son's phone, but my son's LED is broken. So his dad tried to like start doing the video visits because again, per our court order said he's supposed to talk to the kids every day from 7:30, and I had to let him know 7:30 Central. We're not on Eastern time zone. We're on Central time zone. So 7:30 Central time zone is 8:30 Eastern time zone. So it's 7:30 Central to 8:15 because regardless if my kids got school or not, because tomorrow's a holiday, but they have to be on a regular routine. I have a 1-year-old with him as well. So when I realized my son's phone was fucking up, like I hurried up, I downloaded this app. So I looked up like apps that could be like used like during like custody battles, especially like when it's a nasty custody battle. So I came across this app called Talking Parents. So on Talking Parents, you have to basically send the other party it's like a code. It's like a 6-digit code in order for them to open up the account, create the account, and y'all two accounts to be connected. So I hurried up. I had text Caden because you was only allowed to talk, like to touch on certain points of his phone. So I sent it to Caden. I sent the screenshot to Caden and I sent the link so I could just copy and paste it inside of the thing. Never fucking responded. But I never responded. I never said anything back or whatever because the way and how I'm looking at it is, as long as the nigga accepts it, he see like it'll be shown like me trying to make contact with him. So when I had got the email notification, now the email notification, hold on, let me disable this. Now the email notification, um, it let me know like, hey, he has activated his account. So I was like, okay, cool. He activated his account. So then, of course, because it's like the way how this app is set up, everything is like recorded and transcribed, so you can use it for court or whatever. So somebody had to subscribe to like the premium like subscription or whatever. So I did. I paid $27 for it, and that's why it was like So once I paid the $27 for the subscription, like it lets you know, like, all right, we're going to give you 30 days because you done already paid for the next 30 days or whatever. So after that, I made a calendar. So I'm gonna go back to the app inside of the calendar now because both of us is connected to this child because of course like when you make it, you connect the child. He had to put the code in. Once he placed the code in, it lets you know like, okay, Caden Jones is the oldest child and it's like, in this custody battle. Kyrie Jones is his father, Chanel Jones is his mother. So I made a calendar. When I made the calendar, let me go. When I made the calendar, I did it all on the 16th. Did it all on the 16th. Let me see. Hold up. There we go. I made the calendar. So as I made the calendar, I made the calendar for every day. So every day I put the visits on there. I put the visits on there 7:30 Central to 8:15 Eastern. So they have on this app is what's called accountability calling. So on accountability calling, you have to go to settings. So accountability calling, basically what they do is they record and transcribe your conversations so it can be used to protect everyone during a nasty custody battle. So of course I enabled mine and like, the first night we didn't talk because it was like he missed a call, I called. But then every day after that, mind y'all, let me go to this. I screenshotted it. When I screenshotted it, it tells you, and this is why I like this app. This app tells you, like, okay, this person read it. He read it. He knows what's going on. He signed up for the account. He knows what's going on. He knows I'm trying to make contact with him to what? Abide by this motherfucking custody order, okay? So as I did all of that, my son calling. He not answering. So I made my son like send him a message because when he's not like he like basically it was like he was on here like he set up for this shit, but then he just stopped fucking responding. So I made my son send him a message. So I was like, send him a message. Maybe he just doesn't see it. So Dad, this is Kaden. Just turn on your call recording. I'll try to call you at 7:30. Bye, love you. So I made my son send him a video because again, it transcribes it. Just turn on your call recording. I'll try to call you at 7:30. So I made my son send him a video message because I said, hey, maybe if he see the video message, maybe he'll want to answer the phone. Maybe he'll like stop being so fucking stubborn, stop being such a fucking narcissist, and fucking pick up the phone. So when he didn't do it, I called again tonight. Brings me to tonight. Tonight I called again. So when he didn't answer tonight, I said, damn. I don't want to, like, not allow my son to talk to none of them at all. Now, mind you, when it comes to his grandma, that bitch could royally lick my motherfucking ass with the pasty shit off of motherfucking Casamigos. Fuck that bitch. Because one thing I can't stand is for a fake ass bitch to be like, oh, no, I don't have no problems with her. But then you pop so much shit the moment that it's not a motherfucking government official in front of you. So, yeah, I don't have no respect for that bitch. Respect is gone. When we were sitting there and we was trying to come up with the motherfucking custody arrangement, let me get into that, YouTube, Twitch, motherfucking every other platform that I'm on. I think I'm even on Rumble tonight. As we're making a fucking custody arrangement into the next custody order, they were trying to figure out, the judge was trying to figure out, like, okay, would it be feasible, whatever, that to where as though is of my comfort level. So after she said this shit about us going to parenting classes and counseling, she said all that had to be done via remote or whatever. It had to be done virtually, which I'm okay with that because at the end of the day, granted, even when I was arguing with this little Miss motherfucking STD, I made it clear, bitch, you're not gonna last long. You're not gonna last long because you stirred up too much shit. One thing I realized when it comes to his motherfucking family as of today, they like to say shit, but then when somebody says some stuff to defend themselves, oh, they don't want to hear you defend your motherfucking self. You defending your motherfucking self, child, please. You like they listen, them motherfuckers will tell the judge you outside licking cops' asses if that's going to get them what the fuck they want. And that people like that I can't fucking stand. And bitch, I'm gonna continue to fucking stay far away from, and I'm gonna continue to fucking protect my motherfucking creation. So as we're sitting there, we're trying to fucking figure out a motherfucking custody plan. Uh, I like legit. I told you the judge was only trying to give him motherfucking. She was only trying to give him once a week. So that's when I was like, no, he could talk to them every day. I said, as long as he's being respectful, like I'm cool with him talking to them every day. Now, originally, everything was supposed, like in terms of him talking, it was supposed to go through my motherfucking son's phone or whatever. But if my son's phone isn't working, I don't have his motherfucking number. The nigga calls me tonight from his fucking phone. But when he calls me tonight from his phone, mind y'all, I'm gonna jump back to that, stick a pin in it. I let my son call his grandpa tonight. So as I let my son call his grandpa, they talking about school. Mind y'all, this is what his dad said. His dad was asking him about school. He asked him about school. Oh, how's school? How's this? Oh, he needs to work on his handwriting. He needs to do this because last time he was here, he was working on this, blah, blah, blah. You know what his dad goes and say to me? He said to Kaden, oh, Kaden, what grade you in? Because your dad told me you got left back. His dad is a motherfucking liar. He ain't get left back. Bitch, I just was homeschooling him for 2 fucking years. Bitch, why the fuck would he get left back? He ain't get left back. Oh, Kyrie said he got left back. Kyrie is a motherfucking liar. Kyrie would tell y'all motherfucking Santa is the one that's outside pumping gas every motherfucking day and throwing trash, whereas though this the only motherfucking Santa Claus the fuck that there is. Not even call him Santa. I'm gonna call that nigga motherfucking Bozo. He'll say Bozo pump my gas every motherfucking day, and if you believe it, you gonna fucking take his word as bond. I'm like, bro, my son never got held back. When I was homeschooling my son, the 2 years that I was homeschooling my motherfucking son, he did need like a lot of extra fucking support. And as a fucking educator, I did my best doing it on my own because again, I was homeschooling him and I homeschooled him and my other fucking 4 children at the exact same time because we moved and like I said, we ended up moving due to safety reasons, but not even just due to safety reasons. It was like at the end of the day, it's all like as a mom, like I don't like, and this is what irritates me sometimes when it comes to court because they'll be like, oh, Well, like that, it's like to me, they'll want you to be in the same city, the same vicinity with the motherfucker that's causing the drama and causing the harm. And oh well, they're right there. No, like at the end of the day, that like when people allow motherfuckers to say shit about their kids, those be the same motherfuckers who kids get touched, who kids get abused, all that type shit. They be those same type of kids. I don't give a fuck how much of a decent person they try to make themselves seem to outsiders. No, y'all did this shit the fuck to me. And at the end of the day, I'm not tucking shit. I'm not overlooking nothing. The judge said we got to do motherfucking counseling and shit in 20 days. Let us not do no motherfucking counseling and shit in 20 days. Bitch, I'm going to come back to fuck the court with every motherfucking police report, every motherfucking documentation of me fucking reaching out through this co-parenting app. Because at the end of the day, no, I like, nobody, I know no nigga nor his family ain't going to fucking get me to bow down to no motherfucking narcissistic ways. And let's get into these narcissistic ways. So after I hung up the phone with his dad, and mind you, I'm just still just trying to keep it cordial because at the end of the day, I still wanted my son to talk to somebody today. And again, in my custody order does not say my son has to talk to his grandma. It does not say my son has to talk to his fucking mom. What grandparents need to fucking realize is, bitch, if you're gonna disrespect the fucking mom, you'll see the kid when the kid eventually gets with the dad. And that's if that happens. Because in this situation, bro, I swear to God, I listen, I done already did my motherfucking taxes. If I gotta use my whole motherfucking taxes and I got a couple kids, so y'all already know I'm about to get about 11 bands back and I'm getting back the fucking 8 bands that nigga owes me. If I gotta use my whole entire motherfucking adult Christmas money to book a good lawyer to ensure this nigga get the bare minimum and no fucking overnights, bitch, I'm gonna see the fuck to it. Because at the end of the day, no. Respect is fucking respect at the end of the fucking day. I would never allow a nigga to say they gonna spit in my motherfucking kid's face, they gonna fuck my kids up, make a video about it, and sit the fuck online, and then show up in court and act like I'm a motherfucking poster mom. No, you're trash. You're trash, and anybody that fucking stood beside you is trash the fuck too. So his dad, like, Kyrie ended up calling me. So when Kyrie calls, Kyrie was like, "Oh, can you put my fucking son on the phone?" I had to look at the fucking number because the shit was not in my fucking phone. I'm like, damn, Grim, who who the fuck is this nigga talking to? So I'm like, excuse me. According to the courts, bitch, you missed your call. Our call was from 7:30 Central Time to 8:15 motherfucking Central Time. Time is the fuck up, bitch. We'll call again tomorrow through the app. So he was like, what? Put my fucking son on the phone. I'm like, yeah, I don't know who you're talking to, but yeah, you had yourself a good night. I told y'all to put a pin in it. That's why I downloaded that motherfucking app. When I got to calling these motherfucking lawyers because I'm trying to get me a good motherfucking lawyer so that nigga can get the bare fucking minimum when the fuck I go back to court. At the end of the fucking day, bitch, who the fuck are you talking to? Who the fuck are you talking to? I like at the end of the day, like, bro, this piece of paper, this piece of paper is guidelines that we supposed to abide by in order to what? To make things as normal as possible for the kids. Bitch, you stepped the fuck out. You went and dirtied your dick the fuck up. You continue to do snake ass shit. So what? I'm supposed to shut the fuck up and put my son on the phone? Oh, absolutely not. That's not what the court papers say. The court papers say between motherfucking 7:30 Central to motherfucking 8:15 Central. You miss your call for the day. My son is in the bed. Do y'all hear any motherfucking kids? No, y'all don't hear any motherfucking kids. Better yet, motherfucking YouTube, let me take my shit the fuck off. Y'all see, that's just my chair, my motherfucking butt pillow that I push back on my motherfucking wall. I mean, up against my motherfucking bed. There's no motherfucking kids. Door is locked. Why the fuck I'm in here potting and popping shit since y'all want to be recording, bitch? Timestamp it. We at an hour, 10 seconds. Yeah, kiss the fucking bed. It's called having a routine, huh? But anyways, so I called his dad back because again, I'm still just trying to be rational. Like I'm roused up right now because I'm telling y'all about it. But I'm like, as I called his dad back, I'm um I'm like, yeah, so your son just called. I said, but yeah, he was kind of rude. Like, I said, you called him and had a conversation. So he was like, yeah, I called him and I told him I talked to KK and he just wants to talk to his son. So I was like, yeah, that ain't how you that's not how you start a conversation with somebody when you're the cause. You are the cause of your own actions. This is not how you talk to somebody. Now, no, I'm not no motherfucking dummy. Them motherfuckers is ops. Every last one of them. I could not have a fucking problem with them. But guess what the fuck I did? I fucking recorded the whole entire motherfucking conversation. Why did I record the whole entire motherfucking conversation? Because the judge needs to see just in how these motherfuckers do not be wanting to follow the motherfucking rules. So he was like, oh, uh, he haven't seen his son or talked to his son. He was like, wouldn't you be upset? I said I wouldn't allow a bitch to say I wouldn't allow a nigga to say they gonna spit in my motherfucking son's face. I would never do no bullshit like that. Oh well, that don't have nothing to do, which it got everything to do with my motherfucking kids. My kids is his kids. My kids is his kids. Once the bitch made a video online, mind y'all, I DM'd the nigga the video because I don't even have his fucking number. And the number that just called, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, I fucking deleted the fucking shit out of that number after I fucking sent him the message. But once a bitch say that they're gonna spit in your kid's face, a bitch can say whatever the fuck they want. The fuck about me. That all that bitch tried to say was I was ugly. Bitch, ugly, weird. All the bitch tried to say is, oh, I had a bad body, weird. Bitch, the one thing about these fucking raggedy ass motherfucking strippers, when the fuck they broke and they ain't got no motherfucking money, that's the thing that they go to a bitch that ain't gotta be out here stripping on a pole and fucking in a motherfucking VIP room to get money. So I didn't give a fuck. This shit's still saying download. Wait a second, y'all. It's still saying download because I'm gonna play a clip out of it. But at the end of the fucking day, I didn't give a fuck about that bitch talking about me. What bothered me the most was the fact that the bitch legit fucking said, oh yeah, I spit in them kids' face, bro, made a whole fucking joint about it. And the nigga was the fuck in the video. So I said, damn, you really gonna allow this fucking bitch to talk shit about your kids like this, bro? I was fucking confused. I was confused like a motherfucker because I didn't like I really just wait, how the fuck you hear the recordings when you're on a phone call? Because I recorded it when I was on a call. Let me see. What do they call that? Phone recordings. Phone recordings. Hold on. Recording. When be camera. So all right, I need somebody to hop in my chats. I did a recording when I was on the phone. You know how like when you on the phone now and you talking to somebody and legit like you could hit record this call. That's what I did. How do I retrieve that off my phone? Love. Let me see. Yeah. I'm gonna need somebody to hop in my chest and tell me how the fuck to do it. But somebody gonna have to tell me how the fuck to do it because that's how the fuck I did it. I literally like as we was talking and hold on, man, damn. All right, let me see something because I was right here. All right, I'm gonna need somebody to hop in my chest and tell me how to do this shit because all right, you know like when you call somebody, let me say, I'm gonna have to use an example. All right, ask Jabra, where do the recordings go when when so y'all y'all see how I hit recording on that? This call is being recorded. Oh wait, I know where it went. I know where. Hang up real quick. I'm about to go back on. All right, so I know where it went. Recording with Kyrie Dad. Look at that. Look at the Lord. Look how the Lord fucking works. Me in court because we Your son is saying, oh, Kaden don't go to school, Kaden don't do this, and you just said Kaden got held back. Kaden never got held back at all. He just called being disrespectful. He could have just said, hey, Chanel, I know it's past the time. You mind if I talk to Kaden? I would have said, sure. He said, yo, put my son on the phone. That's not how you call nobody.
But listen, why haven't you let him talk to him?
Why?
Like, you can sit here and talk about an app. Why do he got to call for an app? He should not have to call for an app.
When he's being disrespectful.
When that judge said you could talk to him on the phone, she did not say nothing about no app.
She didn't. But when Kaden broke his phone, she definitely gave us a time frame. The time frame was
first of all, Kaden's phone is like I'm not understanding. All of a sudden, Kaden's phone broke.
I gave you
saw me. You saw me. Wasn't I on the stand? And I said I bought Kaden a phone so he can call me when y'all go through y'all bullshit.
I would send the phone to you. The phone has water damage.
You never told me nothing about the phone.
No, you're not listening. The phone just got broken. The phone was broken when I flew down here. His phone is broken and my watch is broken. I don't know what they were doing when they were in here with my sister. The phone was not broken when I went to court, though. And that's why when I got here and I'm seeing the phone was flashing on and off, that's what made me say, hey, here's the app. Message through the app. Call
Can
through
you
the app.
do something for me? Wait, listen. Can you do something for me? Just do this for me. For me, can you give him a couple minutes and let him talk to his son? Can you please do that? That's all I ask. That's all I ask. He didn't mean no disrespect. He just frustrated right
now. That's the biggest problem, the fuck right there. And this is why I said, no, I'm going to use the motherfucking app. I don't give a fuck about a grown-ass man being frustrated. And here's the fuck why. A grown-ass man allowed a bitch to make a video with him talking about what they was going to do to their motherfucking kids. I don't give a fuck about a grown-ass man being frustrated. Fuck is we talking about? No, talk through the app. I am so glad I just did that shit so I could see where the fuck it is. But no, I say at the end of the day, I don't trust him. He like, oh, so you think she was like, he was like, you just got a vendetta against Wanda. I don't got no fucking vendetta against her. I don't like her. The bitch is fake. Oh, you think she will allow something to happen to your kids? The moment that his grandma went on the same motherfucking thread with a bitch that fuck like on some real shit, I'ma call a spade, bitch. You could not like me. Bitch, we're married. The moment that bitch burnt your son, I don't give a fuck if you like that I publicly talked about it or not, Wanda. That's like, bitch, you should have stayed out of it. I said this shit the entire time, the past 2 years. I said, damn, I didn't even think I was going to have to go back through it with the bitch. I thought she was really going to mind her business and actually be a motherfucking grandma. No, she wanted to get in and act like she was my motherfucking age, and I treated her like she won. And guess what? That's the exact same shit I said to the judge. The big difference between me and his fake ass motherfucking mom, she's so busy trying to figure out how the fuck she could be cool. No, she forgot. At the end of the day, I'm the only one that got this nigga kids. This nigga don't have kids with nobody else. And guess what? Little Miss STD can't give him no motherfucking kids. Even that bitch uterus don't work. So you would have thought she would have mind her motherfucking business and been a fucking grandmom. And guess what? My kids would have definitely still been going over her house the entire time. But no, it didn't stop her from talking about when what the fuck this bitch said when the demise happened. When the demise happened, when your son went the fuck out and got burnt, you ain't know how to mind your motherfucking business. But again, a lot of these moms be acting like they fucking sons. They don't know how to mind their business. If she was just being a grandmom the entire time, kids would have never stopped coming around. Kids would have never did none of that shit. But when you got motherfuckers in the background, motherfuckers that stirring on shit, it's like, no, by all means, I am a mother first. I'm a mother first, then I'm a woman, then I'm Nelly, then I'm Chanel, then I'm the Don, then I'm, whatever other fucking character for my motherfucking self on my own online platform. At that fucking point, when all that shit came about, mind y'all, like I said, I never publicly talked about how drunk Kyrie used to get around my kids. I never publicly talked about Kai, my 5-year-old, shooting Kyrie's fucking gun because Kyrie leaving his gun the fuck out and it didn't have no motherfucking safety on it. I never, not one time, publicly talked about the shit that happened behind closed doors. But what we're not about to do, we're not about to act like this nigga is some poster nigga and he deserves something outside of what the fuck that court paper say. Mind you, all he had to do was say, hey, Chanel, I realized I did miss the time frame, did not understand that app. can I talk to Caden for a little bit? I would have said, hey, yes, you can talk to him for a few minutes. However, when dealing with you, I don't trust your actions. I don't trust your behavior. So the app is how we're going to communicate. And I would have just left it as that. His dad was so mad because his dad was like, well, what's your issue with him? Why can't you just because he kept on saying, do this for me, do this for me. Mind you, on some real shit, I was going to allow him to talk to his dad. But what I don't like when motherfucking narcissists, family members try to hide their behavior. I'm not about to say treating him about fucking ignoring him with the fucking ignorance. Ain't no fuck out of here. So then he was like, oh, it's like you got animosity towards this girl. Why the fuck do I give a fuck about a bitch that ain't gonna last? No, my animosity is towards your son. Somebody that I fucked with off and on over fucking, I ain't gonna say I fucked is in the play. I'm not about to sit here and say, oh yeah, I'm mad about a temporary ass bitch. Like that's still outside fucking stripping and fucking sucking dick in a motherfucking a VIP room. I don't give a fuck about the bitch. But I give a fuck about, and anybody that's a motherfucking mom, if you don't get it, if you don't understand, then obviously you ain't no motherfucking mom. What I give a fuck about is the fact that he allowed her to make a video about causing bodily harm to my motherfucking kids and never owned up to the shit and apologized about it. Hey, he would apologize about it. Hey, he would have publicly checked the bitch like he publicly allowed that bitch to make that motherfucking video. What the fuck? Anybody that knows me know, I like my breaks. I enjoy my motherfucking breaks. Like when my kids, when my son was going with his dad, when my son was like actively going around his family and shit like that, I'm not a liar. I'm not fake. It was it's always a breath of fresh air. Anybody that's a fucking mom knows it's a breath of fresh air when you can trust your kids to go with their grandparents, when you can trust your kids to go with their fucking dads and shit. I don't have these issues with my other two baby fathers, but this shit that Kyrie did is a new level of just utter disgust with him and his fucking mom. And like his dad, like I said, for the most part, I can't say I'm not gonna hold him to it because that's the fucking problem. Nobody never even hold Kyrie to even fucking putting a condom on these motherfucking days. That's why the fucking nigga walking around with a fucking hot dick and y'all acting like y'all don't even know why the fuck we here. You could say all the fuck you want in the world. Oh, I just felt like you guys should have never got married. I felt like you should have never wore that motherfucking wig. But did I speak on that shit, bitch? No. Did I speak on anything of what the fuck I know about that bitch? No. At the end of the day, if we speaking on shit we know, bitch, you shouldn't have got married. Your husband had a fucking baby on you. That's when I realized you got the fuck married. But no, me speaking on it is, oh, I don't know where she got these things from because the bitch come off as being classy. But one thing about them bitches that fake and act like they fucking classy is the same way how them bitches come off that be in a motherfucking church and they be deacons and they be this and they be that whole entire time they fucking a whole motherfucking deacon crew. Mark my motherfucking words. There's a bitch that's on TikTok right now talking about the fucking chaos and chaoticness and shit that be going on inside the church. That's the fucking face of his motherfucking mom. So don't it was like when he was like, oh, I don't know what's your issue with Wanda. My issue with Wanda is because Wanda sat there with the fucking app as a motherfucking grandma, as a motherfucking mom, as a motherfucking woman. If a bitch come to me and I know for a fact, all right, damn, my son got kids with this bitch. My son still got legal ties with the bitch. You know what I'm gonna say? Not on this page, baby. You call me. If you want to talk, I'll listen. But you call me. From that point on, when a bitch allowed that shit to go on her motherfucking thread, I lost respect for her. Then, not even just that, the judge gave us the opportunity to what? Hash that shit the fuck out. The moment she ain't own up to her shit, but she talking about she want to get past this, oh, I can never see her different other than being an opt-ass bitch like she is. Because she did not have enough class and moral respect that she puts out into the universe for herself to be like, damn, I was wrong. I should have never did that shit. So because she ain't had that, oh, bitch, respect, child, please. It's none there. Mind y'all, the judge was trying to figure out what we could do in terms of spring break. Oh, the kids has a spring break coming up. How do you feel about spring break at the maternal grandma house? I said, maternal grandma, that bitch is out. No, I don't trust her. That she just was on a thread. Did you not just read that motherfucking thread? She was on a thread with the girl talking shit about my motherfucking kids. Once a bitch said they gonna spit in my kid's face and everything, no, she is to not be trusted. His dad was so mad because his dad was like, you actually think Wanda is gonna allow something to happen to your kids? Absolutely. Bitch, y'all whole defense was my son wasn't his, and then when I laid out there that it's already a DNA test paid the fuck for, then you switch it up. You gotta make up your mind. Pick a side. I seen this fucking video the other day. Matter of fact, I think I reposted it. And the boss said, if a motherfucker can't pick a side, don't trust them. Because at the end of the fucking day, that bitch gonna come and go. Same way how the last bitch did. These bitches don't be lasting long. You know why they don't last long? They'll last for a little bit because her son ain't shit. This is what motherfuckers don't be willing to own up to. They don't be willing to be grown, to be mature about. And the fact that if we actually talking about, oh, yeah, like, who has what kids, and oh, I'm just trying to be this decent human. If she was trying to be a decent human, being a classy ass lady that she portrays herself to be, you know what she should have did? She very much should have told that girl, not on this page. No, there's already a lot of demise in terms of my grandchildren, and I'm trying to be a grandmom eventually. Again, the demise. If we're talking about the demise, why not be a grown ass lady and not add on to the motherfucking demise? But yeah, it's that level of fake ass shit I could never get the fuck with. And the fact that that judge allowed us the space and the opportunity to clear up any demises, and the bitch was like, oh, I don't do the socials, but be on the motherfucking socials. Man, fuck her. Let me go to this fucking video because it's a lot of proof to, like, it's like, pick a side.
Today and stay far away from people who can't pick a side when it comes to you. Let me cook for a second. Stay far away from people who want to play neutral. What that means is that they cannot pick a side. So what that means is that...
Wait, hold on. Let me go to the actual video. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. Picking a side would have been picking her grandkid's side. Staying the fuck out of it.
Stay far away from people who want to play neutral. What that means is that they cannot pick a side. So what that means is that if you are not on my side, then you are against me. If you are not
that part,
me, then you are against me.
That part.
There is no way that I can be neutral for the people that I love.
That part.
I am down for the people that I love, whether they are right, wrong, or indifferent.
That part.
I'm going to tell them about themselves when we get in private.
In private.
Out in public. I don't care if they're right. I don't care if they're wrong.
That part.
If they started, we're going to finish it together.
That part.
Far away from people
that part.
Excited about you, because I am telling you right now.
And with that shit being said, she ain't picked the side of her grandkids. Fuck picking the side of me. The moment that a bitch, a motherfucking outsider, went and came to her on her motherfucking page, yeah, mother-in-law, that she's no, bitch. Like, one thing about me, I don't never go at nobody. Anybody that personally know me knows. You throw up some indirect jabs, bitch. I'ma throw up some direct jabs. You, my dear, are gonna know. I caught every last indirect jab you threw up, and bitch, catch these shits. However, Wanda did not choose the motherfucking side of her grandkids. She didn't. Because if she did, she would have told Little Miss STD, no, not on this page. Little Miss STD, we ain't see these motherfucking kids behind these motherfuckers and they marital problems and shit that's already stirring the pot, and let's really be real. Cause once I said I spoke to a bitch named Ashley that supposedly had burnt him, she know what the fuck it is. Wanda know what the fuck it is. She should have just told Little Miss STD not on this fucking page. If she wanted to keep the demise down. The demise. It's been a lot of demise here. This demise has the family. Nah, that bitch is full of shit. But again, like I said, when motherfuckers don't choose the side of their motherfucking grandkids, how the fuck am I supposed to trust them? That's why, like, when the fuck we sitting here with the judge, and this tonight kind of went like a story time. I did not stick to my bullet points, but I didn't need to stick to my bullet points because the purpose, the main objective for tonight is understanding why I'm in like this space, like when it comes to protecting my motherfucking creation. Like his dad could say all he want in this world. Oh, Wanda was never going to allow anything to happen to those kids. She blah 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 blah. Once that bitch didn't pick a side, once that bitch allowed that motherfucking little Miss STD to come on her motherfucking page, and his mom know everything that was going on. Same way how with the last one, his mom knew everything that was going on. She plays motherfucking dumb, but the shit, at the end of the day, the one thing that bothers me the most, the thing that I hate the most, is when a motherfucker know what's going on and they try to the whole entire time. So I said, oh, so you didn't know that happened? No, because the bitch know exactly what the fuck is going on. She know what's going on. She like, I mean, I give it to her. She gonna protect her son by all means. But at the end of the day, your demise in this classy fucking front you try to put on, you went against the motherfucking grain, and the grain was your motherfucking seed, your motherfucking bloodline. You went against the motherfucking grain. Because again, like I said we all grown here. If we all grown, bitch, if the demise started when that nigga went looking for that I was fucking on before I stuck that nigga dick in me, bitch, I'm grown. Go take the DNA test. Oh, well, the DNA is not the question, so why fucking lead with that then? Make that shit make sense. I ain't ducking no dick I fucked or sucked before. I'm not. And that's why I didn't duck that shit when the fuck me and her was talking. Mind you, his motherfucking mom was like, well, I don't know why you guys are talking about what happened before you guys got married. Mind you, that day I sat in his motherfucking mom house, 2631 South Massey Street. I paid for that motherfucking DNA test as I fucking left there. So again, if she's such this classy ass fucking lady, if she's trying to stop generational, what they fucking say, what the fuck is the term? The generational curses of fathers not being involved in everything like that, and like just families being broken. If she's trying to just be this ultimate grandmom, you know why? Because he don't have no other kids, and little Miss STD ain't going to never be able to give him none. Why not say, okay, yeah, we had this conversation. This conversation went like this, but again, she didn't say that. She didn't choose a side. So why the fuck am I supposed to let my guard down and not protect my motherfucking kids? No, like I told his dad, I didn't call him being disrespectful. I actually didn't say fuck him all the way around the border. I actually tried to get his fucking number out of the phone before it cut off. Mind you, I also gave his dad my address. His dad asked for the phone. I said, all right, I'm gonna send it to him. I'm sending that shit to him tomorrow. I just talked to his dad at 7:30. 7:30 ain't shit the fuck open. Ain't nothing to fuck open at 7:30 for me to be like, oh yeah, let me send this to you. I said I bought him another phone. So then he was like, well, what about the phone that I bought him? He's on my plan, blah, blah, blah. My whole thing is, and I'm gonna end with this. When it comes to this double standard shit, right? His dad kept on saying, I just want you to do this for me. I just want you to do this for me. What I wanted his dad to do for me was to listen to the video of how his son allowed the disrespect, because he kept on saying, oh, Kyrie wouldn't do this. Kyrie wouldn't do this. I just sent you a full blown video. I also sent you the DMs that what I sent to his son. And I said, yo, like, I don't give a fuck about a bitch talking about me online, but you're going to really continue to allow this bitch to talk about your kids online? This is crazy. The bitch said on him, oh, you fat walrus. Bitch, fat where? Like I'm really trying to understand. And if I'm fat, YouTube, Instagram, whatever, if I'm fat, please let me know. I had surgery, of course, got my surgery scars. But if I'm fat, let me know. Only thing that's fat is these motherfucking 2 bunk beds that sit the fuck up on me. Know what I'm saying? But fat where? Like, I'll be mad fucking confused. I could deal with a bitch calling me fat. I could deal with a bitch calling me ugly. You know why? Because I ain't roll out of the motherfucking semen. I ain't roll out of nutsack looking ugly, bitch. So I don't give a fuck about a bitch talking about me. The shit that bothered me is because when his dad kept on saying, do this for me, do this for me, do this for me, he didn't do what I needed him to do for me. It's a give or take in this world. And what I needed him to do for me was to watch that motherfucking video and check his motherfucking son. He didn't want to check his fucking son. Y'all heard what he said? Oh, he's frustrated. And you think the fuck I ain't frustrated about a nigga? And it should be embarrassing too. Because he was like, oh, he took care of Kaden. No, the fuck he didn't. Y'all took care of Kaden. You took care of Kaden. Oh, you can't have me sit here and believe this. I felt the exact same way until I seen some of the shit that Dawn and Wanda was saying on my motherfucking thread. I don't trust none of them bitches. You took care of Kaden. Kyrie didn't willingly take care of Kaden. When I took Kyrie off of motherfucking child support in fucking 2026, he only got taken off of child support because my son's dad, King Kai dad, is in the street. He said, man, fuck that nigga and his money. He broke. He can't do shit. Look at him living off that bitch. That's how he got off of child support. Because another grown-ass man was like, yeah, no, fuck that nigga. Let him live. Because if it was left the fuck up to me, I said, what? Fuck out of here. Like, bitch, no, that's our money. But no, dealing with a motherfucking alpha and a motherfucking alpha that's in the streets, that's how he got off of child support. But in terms of when it mattered for Kyrie to step up and be a motherfucking man, was he a man? No. I held shit down the entire time I was fucking pregnant. That's why I showed y'all. You know, motherfuckers want to be out here. Oh, she lost her job due to HIPAA. I ain't lose my motherfucking job due to HIPAA, bitch. I could talk about my husband and his dirty ass dick. That's not a fucking HIPAA violation, you stupid ass bitch. What the fuck is, whoever his fucking lawyer is, bitch, go back to motherfucking law school, you fucking dizzy hoe. Dumb as shit. Speak on facts. The fuck? But anywho, the biggest takeaway from today, right? The biggest fucking takeaway from today is because in this situation, when I reached out to his dad for his dad to still talk to Kaden and still have that time with Kaden, I was looking for his dad to be a grown ass motherfucking man. And when his dad couldn't even show that he was a grown ass motherfucking man, and I say that because at the end of the fucking day, like to say, oh, well, he haven't talked to Kaden, don't you think he's frustrated? He hasn't talked to Kaden behind his actions. That's one thing I can never respect. I cannot respect when motherfuckers is trying to shy out to as in why a grown ass man is getting ignored or shit happen. Like I told the judge, something don't like if everything is perfect, nothing doesn't change nothing. If Kaden had free range to come around y'all, if he had free range to come around my house, if he had free range to basically do whatever it is the fuck that he wanted to do, nothing happens because of nothing. You got to remember that shit. Like, not like I would never be like, oh yeah, I don't know what happened. You know, me and that nigga is beefing for no reason. Like, you know, like this shit is crazy. No, nothing don't happen for nothing. When shit happens for a reason. When dynamics change, when family dynamics change for a fucking reason. So rather than trying to bully your way or like get your way in terms of being a narcissist and being a motherfucking bully. That's why the fuck I said, oh yeah, I don't know who you're talking to. Like this judge said we got about 20 days to do family counseling and to do fucking co-parenting. No, at the end of the day, in situations like this, if motherfuckers don't understand the underlying effects of addressing a double standard, you'll forever get fucking disrespected. And no. At hello, my motherfucking BBL friend. That's what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, if you don't stand on and you don't set boundaries when it comes to dealing with a narcissist and dealing with their family, I'll let y'all hear just a snippet of what the dad had to say. Oh, you don't think he's frustrated? You don't think he's hurt? He gonna say, what if you haven't talked to your son and almost he said almost a year or so? I said I would never allow a person to say that they're gonna cause bodily harm to my motherfucking kids. When a bitch got an incurable STD, that bitch has an incurable STD. So if I'm saying, yeah, I'm gonna spit in somebody's child face, one of my kids not even fucking damn near talking. So if a nigga say I'm gonna spit in your kid's face and they get HIV, hepatitis, herpes, or whatever, bitch, that is assault. That's assault. I cannot unsee that shit. So if the boundaries is not put in place, y'all ain't about to disrespect me. This is why the fuck I moved to another motherfucking time zone. Oh, forgot to even tell y'all that. When the judge was sitting there trying to figure out what we were going to do for spring break, it kind of went over my head because I was about to end it. The judge was like, oh, how do you feel about doing things at the maternal grandma's house? Remember I told you, I was like, yeah, fuck no, she's a op. I said, she sat online with that bitch, and that bitch was talking about spitting in my kid's face. I said, no. So For some reason, his dad never came into play. But then they was like, well, what about your dad? I said, well, my dad will do the visits. I said, it ain't no problem. So she asked for my dad's number. So he was like, so you mean to tell me I can't see my kids if they're not at her dad's house? And so he was like, why they can't come to my mom's house? I said, your mother is not to be trusted. I do not trust her. Fuck out of here. No. I said, she was on. And then I got loud. Like, child, I got yelled at and everything. I said, your mom was on the thread with the bitch when she said she was going to spit in my kid's face. And she has an incurable STD. No. Fuck out of here. No. So the judge was like, well, you work for the city. I'm quite sure you got PTO. You can go to Texas. You can see your kids. So he was like, why do I got to go to Texas? I don't live in Texas. And I don't live the fuck in Philly. So then I said the only way I would agree to my kids going to his dad's house, I said there got to be a no contact order and a stay away order. And here's the thing, I'm just as crafty. I would put motherfucking cameras in every little fucking thing that belongs to my kids. This nigga ain't want to agree to a motherfucking stay away order with little Miss STD. So because he didn't want to agree to a stay away order and a no contact order with little Miss STD, that's why he can't. That's why he's not getting no like face to face visits. When I tell y'all, like I said, I wouldn't give a fuck if I got to use my whole entire taxes and the money that I'm going to get from him when they take his motherfucking taxes. My kids would never be around a bitch that said they was going to spit in their face and the bitch got a motherfucking incurable STD. Fuck out of here. And his dad allowed it. So at the end of the day, to me, you got to think mentally, where the fuck is his dad at? I wouldn't give a fuck what the fuck I say about a nigga that went outside and dirtied his dick up. Those kids came out of your dirty dick before you dirtied it the fuck up. So to actually fucking sit here and be like, oh no, I want to see my kids so bad. Bro, you just said you was going to allow somebody to assault your kids. Make it make sense. Allowing somebody to spit in your kid's face and they have an incurable STD is fucking assault. I don't know what the fuck we're talking about here. So because he would not agree to the no contact order and the stay away order for little Miss motherfucking STD, because I said, damn, y'all sat here and y'all was kind of real harsh about where the fuck I live at, and he's lying about living with his motherfucking mom. That nigga don't live with his mom. That nigga live with little Miss STD. Oh, no, I don't. Yes, you do. So now we sitting here lying on oath. Got it. The fuck is we talking about? No. So, of course, like, after that shit was all done and over, that's how the video visits came about, because it was like, you know, we wasn't coming to an agreement. But I lied to you the fuck not. Listen, if I got to give me a motherfucking criminal lawyer to make sure this, like, bitch, listen, I will pay shaka fees to make sure this nigga don't get nothing that's unmotherfucking supervised. Like, fuck out of here. So then that's what's the whole big thing, because I'm sitting here and I'm talking to his fucking dad. And as I'm talking to his fucking dad, his dad was like, you really think somebody is going to allow somebody to spit in your kid's face? Well, Wanda was on the thread with her. This was the whole reason of why me and Little Miss STD got into an argument. Little Miss STD was out here popping shit. She started popping shit. That be the thing. Bitches that pop shit and they don't be knowing who the fuck they popping shit to. Bitch, I pop shit every day, motherfucking all day. I don't give a fuck about popping shit online. This shit online is online. Who gives a fuck about online shit? But you say not covered. But when it comes to the safety and motherfucking welfare of my kids, that's why I be saying, like, when you out here fucking these niggas that got kids, bitch, stay out of their shit. Mind y'all, I love step parents. Bro, when step parents come into play, I'm trying to tell you, like, when my other baby dad, like, when he had a bitch, bro, I love when his bitch wanted to buy my kids shit. That shit was like, bro, you don't want to buy me nothing? Like, I love other bitches. Because other bitches, they going to play their role. They going to do what the fuck they supposed to do. Because they trying to be in the end. They trying to be accepted. Whole entire time, I'm going to have them bitches feeling jealous any motherfucking way, any given time I come around, because I'm too motherfucking friendly. So them bitches going to get in their fucking feelings any fucking way. I don't be giving a fuck about shit like that. But what I care about, damn, this shit about to disconnect on this Zoom. I got 1 minute left and I got reconnected. But what I give a fuck about is when a motherfucker is popping shit about my motherfucking kids. Like, don't pop shit about somebody's kids when you want to be sucking their dead, dirty ass dick. That's stupid to me. But again, moral of the motherfucking stories, when navigating through double fucking standards, when you're dealing with like family members and shit like this is how you got to handle it, because this is how I handle it. Do you raise your voice from time to time? Absolutely. You're going to raise your motherfucking voice. It's a part of fucking the natural laws of fucking human nature. You're going to yell, all that shit. Record everything. Record everything. This is why his dad was so mad. Like, oh, why do he gotta talk to his son through an app? Because y'all some motherfucking narcissists, and I don't trust shit the fuck y'all say nor do. Oh, but he just want to talk to his son. He can talk to his son. That's why we got accountability calling. Accountability calling is on here. Accountability calling records everybody. But guess what? Hey, he would have called through that app rather than calling my motherfucking phone. He wouldn't have been able to come on, like, come on here. Yeah, put my fucking son on the phone. You know why? Because on accountability calling records every motherfucking thing. And guess what? When it records every motherfucking thing, that shit can and will be used against you in the motherfucking court. Like, no, at the end of the day, set boundaries. When you're dealing with people that are narcissists like that and there's nobody that's going to hold them accountable, set fucking boundaries. Come up with strategies for effective co-parenting. And here's the thing. If you don't have a family member that you can lean on, whereas though, like on some real shit, I thought his dad was going to have common sense enough to be like, all right, send me the video. I'll take a look at the video. Like, once I take a look at the video, like, if this nigga's out of pocket, like, of course I'm gonna call him, I'm gonna check him. At that motherfucking point, guess what? I would have been like, okay, like, once some accountability kicked into play. One thing about when you're dealing with people that are like, you're dealing with a narcissist. Kyrie is flat out a fucking narcissist. He don't never want to take accountability for shit he do. He want to act as if he's a fucking victim. One thing for certain, two things for sure. His dad was like, oh, well, you blasted him online for having an STD. I damn sure did. I blasted him online because it's adultery. That nigga want to be out here portraying himself like he's a motherfucking Muslim. In motherfucking Iraq, the nigga would have got stoned. Let's get into it. The laws of motherfucking infidelity, bitch. I'm my fucking shit when I'm about to get the fuck off. But yeah, the nigga would have got fucking stoned. At the end of the day, it's like, back to the boundaries. If you cannot respect the boundaries, like, you just cut it short. You don't go back and forth. When that nigga was like, yeah, put my son the fuck on the phone, I said, you were past your time, you missed your visit. Your visit was held with your dad. We will call you tomorrow through accountability calling, and that is the fuck it. The nigga texts me and was like, house so he could get a new phone if it's broken. He sent the address. Bitch, I know your mom address. I've been plastering that fucking address online the fuck the entire time. You know what I sent him? I didn't even respond to it. You know why I didn't respond to it? Because I done already told his dad I was going to send him the motherfucking phone. The fuck I want a broke ass phone for? That's dumb as shit. I got 3. Like, y'all on my motherfucking iPhone. This is my personal phone. This is my work phone that my motherfucking job paid for. I'm on more my motherfucking work phone. This is my motherfucking iPhone, bitch. What the fuck do I like? My son has his own motherfucking phone. I don't need my son's phone. So when me and his dad already had the conversation, I was like, all right, cool. I'll send a motherfucking phone. But his dad was like, well, then, because I told his dad I ordered him another iPhone. He was like, but he's on my plan. So I could have just got him another phone that way. So I was just like, all right, cool. Mind you, one thing I don't do is I don't do no motherfucking storytelling. What the fuck I did is I sent him my motherfucking address. And then, like, when we got into the whole conversation about what was the app for, he was like, well, he don't have to stick to no time. He do have to stick to the time. According to the courts, the time frame was 7:30 Central to 8:15. At the end of the motherfucking day, the boundaries with dealing with a motherfucker that has a double standard or dealing with a motherfucker that's a narcissist. You don't let them tell you what the fuck to do, especially when what they're trying to tell you what to do is wrong. Stick to the fucking guidelines. If the motherfucking custody guidelines say the parties agreed to work on improving their communication and co-parenting through virtual/electronic co-parenting counseling. This counseling is to be done and arranged as soon as possible within 20 days of the date of this paper. Father Shell has daily FaceTime calls with son. Mind you, my son's phone don't work. So me taking initiative, that's why I set up the co-parenting app. Then it said, the child, Caden Jones, born blah blah blah. Then it got my other son must be present at the next listing. The complainant for custody filed September 7th, blah blah blah. Mind you, this This was filed right after I got child support or whatever. Then it says the honorable judge where the courtroom is, blah blah blah. But bitch, I'm holding up my motherfucking end of the bargain. And that's why when his dad was like, "Oh well, he didn't get it." Well, according to the fact that we had to I had to send him that little code in order for him to click on it, in order for our accounts to like sync the fuck up. Bitch, yes he did. It's timestamp. It's a Kyrie viewed on Thursday at 7:40 p.m. It very much said he viewed it. So with that shit being said, and the way and how that nigga called tonight, this is why when it comes to grandparents and shit like that, motherfucking grandparents don't be understanding. This is why y'all don't be in a custody order. Your name is not in my fucking custody order. Neither is his motherfucking grandmom's name. It's his name and it's my name. This is why motherfuckers, what did that guy say? Pick a side. Pick a motherfucking side. If he wanted me to do something for him, his dad never did nothing to fuck to me. All I said is check your son. You talking about do something for you, like don't hold him to it right now. You should. All I said was check your son. Oh, he would never do this. He wouldn't, but he did. So since he did, and since y'all are not understanding the lines of addressing and identifying this double standard that y'all fucking have, guess what? Let's stick to the motherfucking court order. And I'ma just have to give me a motherfucking shark when the fuck I go back up in there because I don't trust none of them. But with that shit being said, my story definitely can help somebody to fuck out because for the most part, I do be like a little firecracker when the fuck I come online. However, I have good intentions, and I have good intentions because at the end of the day, like I said, adult problems is adult motherfucking problems. Motherfuckers don't be understanding they cross lines when they bring kids into it. So if you got kids that you really genuinely want to be a part of their life, you really genuinely want to like not have like a routine in terms of, oh yeah, you can only call during this time. Oh yeah, you can only see your kids during this time. Oh yeah, you can only like if you don't want it to be so like routinish or so like like you're just a fucked up parent. Don't disrespect their mom. Just like I don't disrespect none of my baby dads. Like what's crazy is prior to us even getting married, like I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I said this shit to him too. I said if he was to ever fuck up, like everything was going to be court ordered. Everything was going to be court ordered. Not to fucking mention, I'm gonna end it with this because this is how I'm gonna start my next episode. As I'm walking out, right, the judge wouldn't allow us to talk about the divorce and none of that shit within inside of the courtroom because she said this was for custody. His lawyer, mind y'all, when I tell y'all this bitch looked like she was chosen out of the Piccadilly or from down Kensington, she really did. But she tried to serve me with fucking court papers. And mind you, my girlfriend took a picture of it before we got the sheriff to give it back. Let me go to it. So but this is what I'm saying. Like his mom was so busy trying to dick eat my girlfriend the entire time. Didn't even know. Like my girlfriend love that bitch to death. But she don't be going for that shit. Like she's naturally like a nice person. She's naturally a nice person. She naturally like don't come off as in, what's best for the kids, that type of situation. But like when they served me with the papers, mind you, she just was in the courtroom. We all heard the judge say this is not for a divorce today. This bitch must have like hit whoever the little paralegal was, went and filed for the divorce right then and there. Mind you, I filed for the divorce down here in Texas because I also filed for fucking spousal support alimony. Now originally, like when I had a modification of child support here and I had that fucking that was last month, but they didn't combine my alimony shit to it. So my girlfriend takes a picture of it all. Mind you, basically this shit just was like, oh yeah, like he's filing a regular non-fault like divorce, just like we just had in irreconcilable differences. When I tell you that motherfucker could suck my dick royally, he could suck my dick royally. No, bitch. Not only is this a at fault motherfucking divorce. And like when I filed the fuck down here in Texas, bitch, I'm suing this nigga civilly too. And the fucking attorney that I'm using down here in motherfucking Texas, guess what? They said it doesn't matter that I didn't catch that motherfucking incurable STD. What matters is the fact that you fucked up your family by catching one. I wish the fuck I would sign some motherfucking papers that state this is not at fault. We just had irreconcilable differences. Then it said like, if I was to have signed for this, oh, I'm not entitled to suing him, spousal support, like none of that shit. Bitch, you got me fucked up. Eat this dick up, ho. Huh. You gotta be quicker than that. Isn't that the little fucking joint, like the little what was that, the State Farm commercial? But be quicker than that, motherfucker. Hello, stop fucking playing with me. Like legit. I was so fucking tickled, YouTube, because the way and how my girlfriend fucking snapped and was like, bitch, she just told us this ain't divorce court. The fuck is we talking about divorce for? She straight was like, yeah, like you fucking crack. Mind you, I wasn't even gonna talk about what the lawyer looked like or none of that shit. She was like, bitch, yeah, with your crackhead looking ass, like get the fuck out of here. Mind you, the other sheriff came over because we shit got loud. So as the sheriff come over, she said, yeah, thank you for serving us. I'm like, yo, I love this bitch. I'm like, yo, I fucking love this bitch. She like, but I just have a concern right now. So she's telling the sheriff what had just happened. And she like, the Honorable Judge Jackson said this is not divorce. And she's getting divorced in Texas. So why is they trying to serve us these papers? You need to go give these papers back to them. And thank you so much for being a sheriff and serving our community. He was like, not a problem. He was like, yes, I do. He was like, not a problem. He was like, I appreciate it. He was like, y'all didn't do nothing wrong. Da, da, da. So when I tell you, I'm sitting there like, you, I didn't even read the shit at first. I didn't read the shit until, because it was like we had to go straight from the courthouse because we was inside of the fucking courtroom for like 3 fucking hours. We had to jump straight from the courtroom and go straight to the motherfucking airport, like, because we got out of there like fucking 3:45. Our flight was at 5:45 pulling off. Luckily, we only had fucking carry-ons any goddamn way. But after that shit just was all done and over with, it just was like, oh, I was just like, I am over this shit. Like, I was just like so fucking exhausted. And it's like, when I tell y'all, like, I really do not like shit like this. I don't like shit like this. I'd rather, like, on some real shit. Damn, did I not choose the right one? Do this. Let me go back. When I tell y'all, like, this is why I never was the one to beef with my baby dads and shit like that. Because I already know the motherfuckers that end up losing in the end is always going to be the kids, of course. Because, of course, like, your kids want both parents. That's just really what it is. Like, kids always want both parents. Kids always want to be able to have this parent, have that parent, like, on some shit like the video that I had made, like his lawyer was like, oh yeah, and I could show. I said, bitch, I'm the one who made the video. That's stupid. Like, at the end of the day, the whole purpose of the fucking video was just to show my son had no fucking restrictions. My son was basically able to hop and go back and forth from parent house to parent house. But the problem of what, like, like his dad showed today and like what his mom showed when we was in that motherfucking courtroom, when you do not know how to fucking pick a side. And that's what happens when motherfuckers be getting involved in like just bullshit. But when you don't know how to fucking pick a side, and it's like, damn, at the end of the day, you could not want to get involved, but still at the end of the day, get the fuck involved. You gotta mind your business. And that's what like really agitated me to begin with, like with all of the shit, because my whole thing was, bro, at the end of the day, like 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 having an attitude or being on some shit like, oh, what? I don't like that bitch. Fuck her. I would never talk to that bitch ever again in my motherfucking life, bro. Guess what? That shit ain't going. It's not gonna hurt me. It's not gonna hurt me at all. It's not gonna do anything to fuck to me. What it's gonna do is it's gonna have me to where as though I'm like, oh, we better follow these motherfuckers fucking these motherfucking papers. The fuck is we talking about? Absolutely the fuck not. What the fuck do I look like not following motherfucking papers of what we're supposed to do? Like what the judge is saying we're supposed to do if this motherfucker is acting like this? Oh, absolutely the fuck not. I can't do that. So You know, moral of the story is when you're going through fucking heated ass custody battles and shit like that, whether if you married to a motherfucker or not married to a motherfucker, keep outsiders out of your shit. You keep outsiders out of your shit, that shit'll go a lot more smoother for you. And that's just it. Like, you know, keep outsiders out. Like you keep outsiders out, it ain't really much nobody can say nor fucking do. Like, cause at the end of the day, a motherfucker like me, I'm always understanding when outsiders is not in the play with things. So with that shit being said, set your fucking boundaries. Not only with just saying your fucking boundaries, set your fucking boundaries. Do not allow fucking disrespect. And when it comes to not allow a motherfucking disrespect, don't allow a motherfucking narcissist to bully you. One thing of how narcissists bullies you, and you may not know it if you're constantly going through those type of situations, is they always will get you to go against your word. They always will get you to go against your core beliefs. Your core beliefs could be, no, I don't trust this. This is not sitting well on me. How many moms we've seen go to jail this year because of a fucking DV situation? How many moms did we see not only go to jail because of a DV situation, like how many like fucking kids that we see get fucking abused behind DV situations of motherfuckers just turning a blind eye to it. But listen to them fucking voices in your head. Like I always fucking said, A Boogie be knowing what the fuck he talking about. And the motherfucker that they always like, oh yeah, she's the problem, them motherfuckers is never the problem. We speaking on shit that motherfuckers want to tuck because they out here acting classy and shit like they ain't really pieces of shit and they really is. They just ain't picked the correct spot. So with that shit being said, next fucking episode, you already know what the fuck we finna talk about, but tap the fucking. I hate when this thing do this. However, we're going to get it. Or was that fucking me that fucked it up? I think I did fuck it up. No, I did. Told y'all I fucked it up.
All she ever wanted was my heart to her. No attachments, just a Gucci purse. She know I'm married, she think I'm using her. My diamonds lavish, they so blue to her.
Listen to them fucking voices in your head, they gonna stick around.
If I think she dying, I'm gonna do it first. I'm gonna call my side bitch and we gonna do the work. She know I'm from Providence, my chain show through the shirt. The fans like my man's up, free Montana. Damn, all you ever
wanted. Them voices not gonna stir y'all wrong. I always say, I be listening to me, that's how the fuck I be saying. You know what I'm saying? This is